Hello everyone, and welcome to the sparkling sea! Yes, that's right. I have finally made it to the water world in Dream World. This is my first time getting there. I was so excited because I like, really, one of the Pokemon that I wanted the most out of Dream World is a Speed Boost Carvanha, because I want the Speed Boost Sharpedo. I think it's one of the best Dream World pokes you can get, honestly. You know, other than some of the cheap ones, like what's that one? The Chandelure that gets the same ability, whatever that ability was that Wobbuffet gets. That's pretty ridiculous. But you know, I can't think of too many others that are cheap. I actually kind of like Speed Boost Blaziken. I wish they wouldn't have banned that, but you know, whatever. Not a big deal. I didn't use it too much, but well, I did at the beginning, but it's not a huge loss. You know, I'll get over it. But anyway, so yeah, I actually didn't even get the Carvanha because I spent the whole deadgum time trying to get back into the water one once I went through already once. So you know, that is kind of a bummer that you know, it's totally random which world you're going to go to when you select the Island of Dreams. You could end up at the actual forest, the first place you go, or you could end up in the sky, or you can end up in the water. Even though I really wanted the water, I had to try 5 or 6 times just to get the water once. So that kind of sucked, but you know, not that big of a deal. Anyway, this is just showing a couple of the games that I do in there. I actually speed up the middle section by like 6 times because well, you know, I'm sitting there trying to find. This is actually a good poke if you want something interesting from the Dream World. Slowpoke gets Regenerator. So one of the best defensive walls you can get in the game is an Eviolite Slowbro with Regenerator, because every time you switch out, it's going to gain more health. It already has a lot of defense, plus you get a special defense from the Eviolite, and extra defense from the Eviolite, obviously. And then you can, you know, split up your EVs and have a good mix. It can be a good mixed wall. I use it as defensive, but you can have it special defensive. There's just ways to throw people off with it. It's a really good poke. One of the best ones in the game. I don't even know who this is that I'm battling right here, or who this is that I'm going. Oh, Remoraid over on the side. I don't think I'm too interested in Remoraid. I don't take anybody home at the end of this just because I don't want to waste the Pokemon that I get to bring home, you know, on ones that I don't really want anymore, because like I'm still waiting for them to release some of the starters in the U.S. You know, I want to get a Torchic, and I want to get some of the Unova ones. Some of the Unova ones, like I really want to have a Reckless Emboar. That's gonna be awesome. Even though Emboar's not that great, I think it'll be probably. It might go in you, but it'll probably be UU. Either way, with Reckless, it's going to be really good. So I'm excited to be able to get my hands on that. Obviously, Contrary Superior. I personally, you know, I have used that a lot, and I kind of consider it overpowered, you know. But this is where it starts getting like really fast. So try not to get sick from me speeding it up this fast. But anyway, Contrary Superior is like amazing. It's ridiculous how easy it is to sweep with a Contrary Superior. So I really do want one of those too, just because that's going to be fun to fool around with. And you know, I mean, honestly, I'm probably not going to use any of this stuff. I may try and get some in-game pokes, but I think this summer I'm going to try and get an Ace card. And you know, I battled Elo once with an in-game team, and it just didn't go well at all. So, you know, I mean, they're totally inferior to being able to make it on an Ace card. I mean, granted, you can do everything, you know, that you can with an Ace card in-game. It just takes you a buttload longer to do it. But anyway, we're back in the water. I think I go for Staryu here just for fun. Starmie, interestingly, one of the only Pokemon that has been OU since the very first generation of Pokemon. That's a pretty interesting little factoid for you there if you didn't know that. Starmie is ridiculous. I don't know the Dream World ability for Starmie and Staryu. I wonder what it is, honestly. I forget. For some reason, I wanted to say it was Regenerator, and if it's Regenerator, that's pretty awesome, but at the same time, it's not like it's a really bulky poke or anything, you know? I mean, it's really, really offensive. So Regenerator's not going to do it a ton of good. Corsola, obviously a waste of your time. Relicanth, I do this because I think maybe at one point I may take a Relicanth just because Relicanth has always been a poke that I really liked from playing in-game. So just for nostalgia purposes, I might pick one up, but I don't think it has anything too good. It might get sturdy or something like that, which would be really nice. But you know, it's not a fantastic typing, honestly. Rock water is just not that good. So yeah, not too much else to talk about. I mean, I don't get the Carvana in this episode, which really sucks. I'm hoping to get that, and you know, I may take home a Relicanth, and you know, I'm gonna start being able to get some of the other pokes, like, you know, in the forest at I think 7,500 points. I can start getting some new pokes from the forest, unlock the next level of pokes I can get from that, and I think it's at the same level that I'm gonna be able to do that for the sky level. So I can't think of anything off the top of my head that's in there that I want. You know, like I said, I want a bunch of the starters. I want a Sheer Force for Alligator. That's going to be sick. Oh my gosh, can't wait to get my hands on that. It's going to be awesome. What else? Solar Power Charizard. That's a cool one. I'm not even sure that we can get some of those starters. I mean, I know they released them in Japan, so I don't know if that means that they're, you know, that they just haven't released them here yet, or that they just won't release them. I don't know how that's going to work, but you know, I just really want the Unova ones. They're very interesting. Well, except for Samurott. Samurott's kind of a disappointment. Generally, in most of the other games, the water starter is generally my starter, because I find they're more useful in game. A, and then B, because a lot of the time they're just really cool. Blastoise is one of my all-time favorite Pokemon. Feraligatr, another one of my all-time favorite Pokemon. Anyway, I guess we're to the end of this here. I stopped it there because I didn't do anything else interesting after that. You know, if I get to a point where there's some more interesting stuff I want to upload from Dream World, if I run into a Carvana, I'll probably upload a short episode with that, and maybe if I start unlocking some of those newer pokes that I said I'll be able to unlock, then, you know, I'll upload some episodes of that. And obviously, once I see starters getting released and stuff like that, I'll upload more episodes. But it may be a good while before there's another Adventures in Dream World episode. I know they've been pretty spaced out, so that shouldn't be too big of a deal anyway. But yeah, so I did get my Glaceon, by the way. I don't know if I told y'all that, but I didn't get to record that, or I forgot to record it. Anyway, I'm rambling on. This video's been gone for almost a minute now. So I will talk to you guys later. Peace, homies.